மாணவர்களின் சிந்தனைகளை வடிவமைக்க எஸ்என்எஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ், மாணவர்களின் தனித்திறமைகளை மேம்படுத்த எஸ்என்எஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ், மாணவர்களின் சாதனைகளை போற்றும் எஸ்என்எஸ் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்ஸ் கோவை.
Everyone, this is me Vijay Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So today we will discuss about some kind of programming technologies. For example, it is the applications for robotic and non-robotic applications. So today we are discussing about the PLC, that means the programmable logical controllers. So what is meant by PLC? So programmable logical controllers are programmable logic controllers or industrial computers with various inputs and outputs, so used to control and monitor industrial equipment based on custom programming. So PLCs, some in many different sizes and form factors. Some are small enough to fit your packet, and also while others the large enough to require their own heavy duty racks to mount. Some PLCs are more modular, so with only basics of input and then output ports, but can be customized with additional back panels for a functional modules, such as analog input, communication modules, and then display modules for a different industrial applications, right? So what are the main types of PLCs? So for example, there are many kind of PLCs, but most fall into the two main categories: fixed and modular. And also fixed PLCs have a pre-built number of inputs and outputs, and modular PLCs are much more adaptable. Fixed and modular PLCs are useful for different purposes, with benefits ranging from portability and affordability to scalability and customizability. The most common type of PLC is the fixed PLC. Fixed PLCs are a smaller and more affordable than the modular PLCs, which makes fixed PLCs good choice to smaller or portable control systems or for performing standalone tasks. However, fixed PLCs are made with the processing unit terminals and input and output components wired internally, and they do not have such memory as a modular PLCs. So this makes fixed lead to increase the downtime if you do not have any backup PLCs. So modular PLCs are more scalable and customizable and easier to troubleshoot than fixed PLCs. But modular PLCs are also larger than more expensive. Modular PLCs are best for expanding large scale operations because you can easily add more input and then output devices, improve processing units, upgrade memory, and more. So this allows the systems for making a better one. And also the languages. So for example, the considered the easy to program, there are 5 standard PLC programming languages also there. So the PLC role in SCADA and HMI systems, it will be helpful to make the PLC as a better one, right? So initially designed to replace relay logic boards, for example sequence device actuation and coordinate activities, accepts input from a series of switches and sends output to the devices. The functions of controller, the main functions of a controller, it will be a on-off control and a sequential control, feedback control, and a motion control. So these are all the some functions of a PLC. And control devices, the mechanical controller may be a cam or a governor control. So that will be a mechanical control with the help of PLCs. And pneumatic control, for example compressed air valves, etc. So we are using a pneumatic control. And some kind of electromechanical control, for example switches, relays, and timers and counters. So we are making a electromechanical control. And electronic controller, similar to electromechanical control except use electronic switches. And also the finally it will be a computer controller. So PLC, programmable logic controller, so it invented 1968 as a substitute for hardwired relay panels, a digitally operating electronic apparatus which uses a programmable memory for the internal storage of instructions by implementing specific functions such as logic sequencing, timing, counting, and arithmetic to control. Through digital or analog input or output modules, various types of mechanics are processes. the digital computer which is used to perform the functions of a programmable controller is considered to be within this scope. So in normal PLC block diagram like this, so we have a central processing unit CPU under the system and user ladder diagram and working memory registers, and also it will give to the input or a flag or a output. So input means input module, output means output module, so this kind of things. And also the PLC configuration, so input CPU memory and then output, it will give to the input relays, counters, output relays and internal utility relays, timers and then data storages. So programming of a PLC is the very important one. So for example, dispensing oil from a tank, so oil is consumed randomly, the tank needs to be filled by turning on the pump. Two hydrostatic switches are used to detect high and then low level. So based on the high and then low level, the PLC will operate the motor, so either the oil is to be filled or not. Thank you. So thank you for watching. We will see in our next topic in another class. Thank you.